Hello, my Stooges fans on YouTube. This is me again, Daniel Drevsky, for part 2 of the complete Three Stooges VHS update. Yep, we left off with one of the 2 or 3 copies of these 13 volume tape series. Like each volume only had like 3 copies, sometimes even 4 copies, because it's hard to find. Now we got here some other Nuck series, some of the 1990s. Yeah, and feature-length movies with Curly Joe the Reader. Yep, the Three Stooges All the Nuck series started in 1988. The series ended in 1990. Instead of putting down the volumes, they put down like just the name of the episode and the numbers on the right side of the boxes. Let's start with volume 20 of this series, like They Stooge Congo and the Other Nucks. It was a 1989 release that comes with 3 hilarious World War II shorts, like Your Nazi Spy, when the Stooges, like Moe makes fun of Hitler. Then the sequel of it, I'll Never Ohio Again. Then the most violent short, They Stooge Congo, had Lloyd Bridges in a cameo. Yep. It says 20 on it. On every cassette, it only has some numbers. Volumes 14 and 19 I just don't have because they only had 1 new short and 2 previous ones from the 13 volumes. This copy of this tape was printed on the 9th week of 1991. Printed it on February 21st, 1991. Why you? And then we got a 21st volume. It has Cuckoo Cavaliers and the Other Nucks. On every cassette it says, all new to video, uncut, uncensored, and uncroof. That they didn't have that in the 13 volumes. It starts with Cuckoo Cavaliers 1940, Bobby Dick Dopes 1945. It was a remake of the Laurel and Hardy's Toad in a Hole, and Busy Buddies, the one with Curly's milking a cow. Show you what this tape looks like. This tape was printed on 21st week of 1989. These Three Stooges tapes are hard to find when I used to live in New York, when I used to rent out mostly of the 13 volumes, few of the Other Nucks. Here's the 22nd volume, From Nurse to Worse, the cover from I Want to Go Home from 1946, in the later Curly ones. Let's start with Crash Goes the Hash, the one they play the photographers, For Nurse to Worse, and Gee, I Want a Home. This tape was, somebody bought it from Suncoast. Yep. Printed on the 21st week of 1989. 23rd volume, it has Halfwit's Holiday and the Other Nucks. Yep. On this volume, it has, like, sad moments about the Stooges. Like, for instance, like Halfwit's Holiday, that was a final Curly short in his career in 1947. That was by the time filming of the production, Curly had a stroke. And then we move on to the earlier ones, like Horse's Collars. When Curly sees a mouse, he goes crazy. Like he does Molari and Cheese. Just like referring to Pop Goes the Weasel and Punch Drunks. And the hilarious How High Is Up. The one they were the construction workers. The Ribbitits. Show you what this tape looks like. Printed it on the 21st week of 1989. Then we got here my favorite Three Stooges Other Nucks tape I had since I was 8 years old. The 24th volume has Idiots Deluxe, the cover of Idle Rumors. On this tape it has some 3 great episodes I liked when I was 8 years old. I Can Hardly Wait, the one where Curly gets a toothache. Then Idiots Deluxe, the one that went bear hunting. And Idle Rumors, when they got like the Beast Man in the cage. Played by Duke York. This tape was printed on the 21st week of 1989. And then we got Nutty But Nice and the Other Nucks, the 25th volume of the series. On this tape it has The Sinner Downers, the one they building the house. Then we got Nutty But Nice, the one they rescued the little girl's father from those gangsters. And Slippery and Silk, the one they have the fashion shop when they were carpenters. Show you what this tape looks like. Printed on the 21st week of 1989. Why, I oughta. And then 1990, we got more of the Three Stooges Other Yuck series. Has like 3 tapes with some 3 Curlies and 3 Shemps. Let's start with the 26th volume. Has with some Shemp episodes. The earliest Shemp. On every cassette has all Curly and even all Shemp. Shemp was a brother of Moe and Curly in real life. On this volume, it starts with the first Shemp short, Fright Night, 1947. That was when Curly suffered a stroke during at the time. Speaking about Curly, in this episode, Hold That Line, right on this tape, it had Curly in a cameo appearance when Curly had hair. That was only one time the Howard brothers and their buddy Larry Fine appeared all in once in this episode. Then we roll on to Who Done It. I like Shemp. Better than Joe Besser. Printed on the 3rd week of 1990. Yep. Then we got here a 27 volume has some more Curlies. Like the picture cover from Three Little Pirates. This is on Civil War Birds and the Other Yucks. It has 3 Little Pirates featuring the Homer Roger routine. Then we have on Civil War Birds in 1946. In the later Curly ones. And Back to the Woods in 1937. This tape was printed on the 3rd week of 1990. 3rd week of 90. This is the 28th volume, also with more Shemp. That is Hot Stotch and the Other Yucks. On this tape it has Hot Stotch, Fewing Around, and Hula La La. I don't have the ones with the Three Stooges Shemp shorts from the Good Times Home Video. They're the ones recorded right on the LP. This tape is printed on the 2nd week of 1990. Then we got here a 29 volume with some more Curlies. 3 Smart Saps and the Other Yucks. On this volume it has Beer Bowl Polecats, the one they make beer and they end up in jail. Then they have 3 Smart Saps, and then Monkey Businessmen. Yeah. Why, you. Here's the print date. Printed on the 2nd week of 90. And now we got here the 30th volume, also with Shemp, like Studio Stoops. It has like Studio Stoops, Crime on Their Hands, when Shemp swallowed the diamond, and Shibboleth Shillocks. This is the 90 release. Printed on the 3rd week of 1990. Then we got here the last one of the Other Yucks tapes. This has got to be like an ex-rental. All the World's a Stooge. On this tape it has Grits, Grounds, and Groans. That's the one where Curly was bossed off. All the World's a Stooge and 3 Dumb Clucks. Curly's double role as himself and his dad. Here's what this tape looks like. Printed on the 3rd week of 1990. Bang! Oh. This is why I like the sound effects of their films. And then we roll on to the Three Stooges tapes that came out during of the 1990s. The first Three Stooges tape ever became an exact series of the 90s where Plumbingly Will Go that specifically was the 6th volume originally when it's 1983. Let's start with the 33rd volume that has with some curlies like Rhythm and Weep. On this volume has Rhythm and Weep, Back from the Front, and 3 Troubledoers. On every tape it has like some supporting cast members who appeared in the episodes, like from Bart Jameson to Vernon Dent to Christine McIntyre. Show you what this tape looks like. This tape was printed on the 14th week of 94. Then we got here with some Shemp. That is Jits in the Jam. On this tape it has A Stitch in Time, Jits in the Jam, and the hilarious Goof on the Roof, the one installing a TV antenna, referring to Laurel and Hardy in Hog Wild. This tape was printed on the 6th week of 94. I'm just a Stooges fan. Here's Higher Than the Kite, the 35th volume. It has Yolks on Me, No Doughboys, and Higher Than the Kite. Show you what this tape looks like. This tape was printed on the 6th week of 1995. Then we got a 36th volume with Shemp, I'm a Monkey's Uncle. On this tape has I'm a Monkey's Uncle, Mummy Dummies, and Squareheads of the Round Table. This tape was printed on the 51st week of 94. Then the 37th volume is So Long, Mr. Chumps. Right on this tape it has So Long, Mr. Chumps, the one they own a pawn store. When Larry accidentally got the baby in 3 Lone Wolves, and even as an IOU, the one they went to like the racetrack. Here's the print date, 27th week of 1995. Then we got here a 38 volume with these shorts were from the earlier Other Nuck series winner in the 1988 releases. On this 38 volume it has 3 Little Twerps, Ants in the Pantry, and A Ducking Dated Go. Show you what this tape looks like. Printed on the 27th week of 1995. Then we got 39th volume with some more shorts from the previous Other Nucks. In the Sweet Pie and Pie, Phony Express, and Playing the Ponies, the one they gave in the horse of jalapeno peppers. Winner at the racetrack. This tape was printed on the 28th week of 1995. Then we got more Three Stooges tapes releases. Came out in 1996. In the summer of 96. The 40th volume has Holy Polloi, Jets in the Jam, and Half Shot Shooters. These cassettes came out in 1996. Has the Three Stooges collection promo in there playing the Curly Shuffle music background. 23rd week of 1996. The ones from the Columbia TriStar home video series. Then we got the 41st volume, False Alarms. With False Alarms, Three Pests in the Mess, and Flatfoot Stooges. Show what this tape looks like. Printed it on the 23rd week of 1996. Then we got the 42nd volume with Dizzy Doctors. It has Dizzy Doctors, Goofs and Saddles. My favorite short on this volume, Three Little So and So's, the one they went in the submarine. This is an ex-Blockbuster video rental. This tape was printed on the 23rd week of 1996. Then we got here a 43rd tape, Out West, also with Shemp. It has Out West, Punchy Cow Punchers, and Mary Melvricks, something like that. This is an X rental from Hollywood Video. Tape was printed on the 24th week of 1996. Then we got Dopey Dicks, the 45th volume. I think it's the 44th volume. Has Dopey Dicks, Scrambling Brains, and Tooth Will Out. Here's what this tape looks like. Printed it on the 22nd week of 1996. We got more Three Stooges tapes coming your way. We got some more of their shorts and feature-length movies. Now let's go with the 46th volume. It has Whoop Summon Indian. It has Whoop Summon Indian, Rocking to the Rockies, and Cactus Makes Perfect. After the short ends, they show the Columbia Pictures television logo owned by Sony during the 90s. Printed on the 8th week of 1997. Then we got a 47 volume, Pain in the Pullmans. It has 3 great episodes. Pain in the Pullman in 1936, Gents Without Scent with the featuring the Niagara Falls routine, and Termites of 1938. This major picture frequency during the Pain in the Pullmans, which was the film cannot be ejected with the tracking the VCR. This tape specifically was recorded on the SP format. Tape was printed on the 50th week of 1997. Then the 48 volume has 1 Curly and 2 Shemps. We Miss Sheriff 1938. Part in My Clutch 1947. Specifically is 48. And Fiddler's 3 in 1947. It was originally in 48. Printed it on the 7th week of 1997. At the time, I was watching some Three Stooges films on the Family Channel, their shorts. Then we got some 3 other ones with Shemp. Corny Casanovas. This tape has Coney Casanovas, A Missing Fortune, the remake of Healthy, Wealthy, and Dumb, and His Goose is Cooked, 1952. Joe Besser did a remake later in 1959's Triple Trouble, or something. Printed on the 10th week of 1997. Then we got the Vanderbilt Loafers. This tape has Vanderbilt Loafers, the remake of A Plumbing We Will Go, The Pest Men Wins, and 3 Dark Horses. Show you what this tape looks like. Printed on the 8th week of 1997. I like the Three Stooges. And finally, we got Heavenly Days, the 51st and final Three Stooges tape in the exact series of the Three Stooges, the Columbia TriStar Home Video series. I don't have the Curly Classics Volume 1 and 2. On this tape has Heavenly Days, when Shemp came back as an angel trying to redeem Moe and Larry. Ghost Talks, and finally, Hocus Pocus, the one that's being hypnotized standing on the pole. The remake later, like the Flagpole Jitters, in the later Shemp ones. This tape was printed on the 8th week of 1997. Now we roll on to their feature-length movies that came out in the year of 1995. One of them was reissued was Me Hercules. Let's start with Stop Looking Laugh. Features with Paul Winchell and Jerry Mahoney when they show some clips of some classic curly shorts from the 30s and 40s of the golden age when they're with Columbia Pictures. 1995 release. I'll show you what this tape looks like. Printed it on the 18th week of 1995. Then we got Hat Rocket Will Travel, 1959. I got this 3 months ago in my thrift store, right over here. That was the first Three Stooges feature-length movie they did in 1959. When the Stooges were making more money and the boys were getting older just to not to hit each other that much. Printed on the 16th week of 1995. During of their careers, they appeared in small parts in feature-length movies like Time Out for Recess, Start Cheering, and Swing Parade of 1946. Now we got here Three Stooges in Orbit, the same year they did Three Stooges Meet Hercules. Those who like the Stooges will express into fun and silliness by Film Daily. Yep. Show you what this tape looks like. Printed on the 32nd week of 1995. I got this in the flea market last summer. And I got here Around the World in the Days. From the Good Times Home Video release in 90, recorded on the LP. Like referring to the Around the World in 80 days. And finally, their final movie they did in their career. During the 60s, they had a cameo. It's a Mad, 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 Mad World when they're firemen. The Outlaws is Coming was their last film. Co-stars with Adam West, one who became Batman during the 1960s. This is the last film they did for Columbia in 1965. Just like what the last final Three Stooges short did in the 1959's Sappy Bullfighters with Joe Besser. Printed on the 29th week of 1996. Remember The Outlaws is Coming? Then we got more Three Stooges tapes here in this setup. Snow White and the Three Stooges. That was only one time they did for 20th Century Fox and CinemaScope. Co-stars with Carol Heights as Snow White. 1985 Playhouse video release. And sadly to say, this tape is a 1989 reprint. And it was in Macrovision too. Originally it came out in 85. On the beginning of this tape has the Playhouse video promo of their titles which is available. Then we got here Three Stooges Greatest Hits and Rarest. 2 tape set. That was released from Ashore Bay, Anchor Bay Video and Video Treasures in 1996. Tape 1 has Disorder in the Court, Malice in the Palace, Sing a Song of Six Pans, and Brightless Grooms with the Whole Hand You Love Birds. Then we got here like some parody including like Stooges on TV when they're with Ed Wynn, Knife on the Party, Hollywood on Parade with Ted Healy, and they got trailers for Hat Rocket Will Travel and Stop Look and Laugh. Show you what this tapes looks like. Printed it on. Let me see. When did these tapes came out? Printed it. It was printed on August 2nd, 1997. Of both of these tapes. These shorts were considerably from Simply Hilarious, known as a public domain. Hold on just a second. And here's the Lost Stooges. I got it from my thrift store months ago. When they had some Lost Three Stooges films before they were with Columbia Pictures. That's when the boys with Ted Healy. That's when the boys was with NGM. And also the Three Stooges with Ted Healy, they were in The Dancing Lady in 1934. I'll show you that in the future with my musical tapes. Also included had Nelson Eddy in the cameo before he was with Jeanette MacDonald. Turner Home Entertainment release in 1990. Yep, The Lost Stooges with Ted Healy. Yeah, hosted by Linda Moulton. During of the 60s, when the Three Stooges were making more popularity of their shorts on TV, they made live action and cartoons during the 1960s. I have here the new Three Stooges cartoons that has Toys Will Be Toys, How the West Was Once, Mummy Boys, and The Plumber's Friend. Kids Classics 1985. That's been distributed by Good Times Home Video. I used to have the Three Stooges tape set long time ago. like Three Stooges Story, Swing Parade 1946, simply hilarious and some funny moments in their films. Here's the Three Stooges VCR game. Looks kind of crappy, but soon I might get the Three Stooges VCR game if I'm in a thrift store. Printed it on October 23rd, 1986. And this is the tape that has some clips with some Three Stooges shorts. Were the ones from Locked Up in the Vault and the ones already released shorts on those volumes. That was from Pressman in 1986. And here's the Making of the Stooges, hosted by Steve Allen, 1984 release. Gotta be from Carl Limar Home Video, something like that. Show you what this tape looks like. Yep. Vertical label. This tape was printed on May 3rd, 1985. Why I order. So that wraps it up for the Three Stooges VHS collection updates, and I'll see you next time when I get some more tapes to show you the ones I have. You just take care and try to subscribe both videos of these Three Stooges VHS tapes. In the future, I'm going to show you like with the DVDs and other formats of the Three Stooges tape, of the Three Stooges films. You just take care, be safe, and try to subscribe. Goodbye, Stooge fans. Subscribe.